All right, FightHype.com. Sean Zattel here with the man who's former heavyweight champion of the world, still at 26 years old, one of the best heavyweights in boxing, Joseph Parker. Joe, you got a fight in December against Alexander Flores. Guy, 17 wins, 1 loss, 15 knockouts. Why are you jumping into the fray so quick against your third fight of the year? Why are you jumping right back in there?
Firstly, coming off 2 losses, this has been a big year. Fighting Joshua and straight from Joshua fighting Whyte. And for us, as a team, we decided that we'd love to keep busy. And for us, keeping busy means staying in shape, but also learning and progressing and learning a ring craft. And so for us, we want to finish the year off good. Hopefully with a good win if we can, if things go well. And this is our sort of rebuild phase. We're climbing back. We want to be back at the top, challenge for the title, challenge for to be the unified champion of the world. And so we've got to take those steps again to get there. Since we've dropped, quite a bit.
And you said it, that it's been a huge 2018 for you. Despite them both being losses on the record, do you actually have positive feelings about the year because you were in 2 huge fights in London and fought for the unified title, made a lot of money? Is it actually a good year, all things considered?
Yeah, even though I got the losses, it's been a good year.
Right.
Fighting in front of 2 massive crowds, learning, progressing, getting better, even though we got losses. But I think you can only learn from it. And so for us as a team, we sat down and we sort of analysed where we are at the moment, and we feel that we still have enough to be able to fight at the end of the year and go into next year, ready to take on everyone again.
Do you think, I know you can only speak for yourself, but do you think the sport would be better off if more people had the approach you and Kevin had this year? Because you became a world champion, but you didn't sit on the title and take what people would consider easy fights. You fought the best. Do you think the sport would be better off if more people had that approach once they become champion?
Yeah, like I said, I can't speak for everyone else, but I think if everyone took the fights, the big fights and the hard fights that are out there, then it'll make it more exciting. It'll make it more, a lot more people tune in to see, who the best really is. And so for us, our team, we want to fight the best out there, and we've proven that we want to fight the best. We haven't got the best results, but we want to climb back to the top and then fight those guys again, because we feel and we believe that we belong at the top. Just got to work on a few things, and pretty excited about this camp. Kev and Son Taylor, we've implemented a few things in camp which we weren't doing the other camps, and we feel that at the moment very beneficial. And we have another 5 weeks left before the fly back to New Zealand and fight in front of our home crowd. And so I'm pretty excited for the comeback.
Well, you said you're working on some things. Kevin said one of the main things you guys are working on power. Do you think you knock Alexander Flores out? Do you want to not just win the fight but get a knockout?
Oh, listen, the knockout will be great with any fight that you get in. That you go in. But it's about, for me, it's about going in there and there's a lot of times where I say I want to execute the plan, but I really want to follow the plan. And if the knockout comes, it comes, and it'll be great. But just want to show maturity and that I've been learning and progressing in the ring and sort of showing what we actually do in the ring or in training in the ring in front of everyone.
And where do you feel you're at mentally right now and confidence-wise now that the spotless record is gone?
Oh, listen, the confidence is always there. I wouldn't be taking fights, if I didn't think I'll beat, the fighters that I'm going to get in the ring with. So whoever they put in front of me, I'm always going to back myself, and I'm always confident that I can do the job. And so confidence is high, motivation's high, hunger is still high. And it's not only me that's hungry and motivated, it's the whole team still, Now that we've dropped from the top, gone down a bit, we're all motivated and hungry to get back to the top.
Just to take it back to Whyte for a second. The first of the 2 knockdowns was certainly a headbutt. The replay showed that.
Yeah.
How much did that affect you that night?
Well, truthfully, I feel like it affected my fighting ability pretty badly. I think if you examine the first few rounds, we did good in and out, not getting hit, and then after the headbutt, it sort of took a twist and took a turn. But you can't, these things happen in boxing. You can't really, complain or make excuses. It just happens.
In coming back, withstanding what you did in that fight to drop him and almost have him out in the last 10 seconds of the fight, did you find anything out about yourself that that you could reach down to a place you didn't know before? Did you already know that?
Yeah, no, I knew that if things did get hard, I can push through. But it's just going through it gives you that extra confidence that when things do get hard and times get tough and you get knocked down, you can easily come back and not easily come back, but you can come back and overcome it. And so it showed a lot of what our team can do in hard times.
When that final bell rang, were you like, shit, I almost had him out of there, or shit, I'm happy the fight's over, I'm exhausted?
The first one,
Right.
I nearly had him out of there. But he's a tough fighter. He showed true heart, and he showed how bad he wanted it, and he came forward, roughed me up, and that, and so you can't take anything away from him. He well deserved, but I feel if we had a rematch, I could show a different result.
Do you think you'll get that rematch at some point?
I hope so. First we've got to take care of business, and he's looking to fight, Joshua, Wilder, the big, the guys that are champion at the moment. But I think if the rematch does come, hopefully they accept it, and we want to take them on again.